We are going to be waiting for Karma to spawn in, and there it is. 9 seconds left till the point is gonna 9 seconds till the game is gonna start. Sorry for my stutters, is super tiring, and it is actually like I was just astonished by the performances coming from Ark and Timpopple. Actually, and we are going to be starting off the game here. Ark vs Timpopple map 3, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be the point for anybody. It might be a reverse sweep for Ark, or maybe the final 2-1 lead, 2-1 game for Timpopple, as Karma's going to get the first pick onto Hair Loss as well, and Rejection getting that pick, and Babel getting the 2k onto Yuzu and Timpo as well. 45 seconds left here, and Rejection and Trendsetter are all settling in here now. And Hair Loss finally catching up. Karma does spot him out, but cannot find the kill as well. Karma getting the pick onto Rejection here, and Trendsetter getting that kill as well. Karma and Apple trying to find the pick onto Trendsetter, and finally finds it. 30 seconds left here, and everyone's going to be stacking onto this point here, and everyone's just going to be bopping right through it, and Hair Loss trying to find a pick here, but Babel's going to be the first one in, getting the 2k as well, and Rejection with the 2k as well. Oh my god, the picks off the Yuzu and Apple, and Babel getting the pick onto Timpo and Karma. This is actually huge coming from Ark. This is almost like a replay from last game. This might actually be super bad for Timpopple. If they take this point, maybe they'll have a chance here, and they will take this point back with 5 seconds left here, and Ark is going to be setting up for the next point here. What is going to happen for map 3? What do you think is going to happen, Boomer?
Oh, it's almost all tied up at the moment as we practically get a fresh reset of the scores, as it's all tied up for a hot minute there, as Apple's last alive coming in does dink in sight fair. But it's very close. Timpo playing with a lot of desperation, I feel. I think it gave them a bit of a fright losing map 2 in such a big way, considering how close game 1 was. I feel like, you know, these guys, they know what's on the line now. It is the money match. This is the last map of the day for both of these guys. As we see Trendsetter coming in there and getting the clutch, and, you know, Inside Fears getting taken out in mid as Yuzu comes flying up and getting taken out. And, you know, Ark were holding pretty for a little while there, but Apple and Timpo holding strong with that push as Yuzu and that are gonna... Oh, we see Inside Fear getting a double pick in mid. The man called Hair Loss is must be stressing out of his mind right now with some of these picks. As we'll jump over to Cave already as we see Apple doing the dirty, hiding at the double picks there, and oh my goodness, it's nearly all tied up again.
Oh yeah, for sure. Oh my god, Ark vs Timpopple. This is probably one of the closest games in Crunker history I've ever witnessed in my life. 45 seconds left here, and Rejection's going to get that pick, and Karma's still going to be remaining here. Rejection, can he find the pick? And he cannot, but everyone's going to be pushing in here. Babel getting the pick onto Karma as well, and Timpo pushing up here, but cannot find anything as Trendsetter shuts that down for him. Apple getting picked up once again, and Hair Loss, Rejection all on the point now, and Rejection firing away, trying to get anybody low, and he does indeed get Karma low here. And 25 seconds left. Timpo trying to find a kill, and he does find one, and Karma and Timpo pushing in together, getting those 2 kills on 2. Babel and Rejection. 15 seconds left. They are going to be holding this point, and Timpopple finding that lead they once lost. And Yuzu getting those picks as well, getting the 2 kills on the Rejection and Trendsetter. This is huge coming from Timpopple. They are going to be holding on to this point for as long as they can. They want to keep that lead. They want to replay of Sandstorm like they did before.
Absolutely, and, you know, Timpopple have got the early lead here as we head into double wall side, but, you know, it's very, very close. It's about to be all tied up again, potentially, as Trendsetter gets the clutch there, again with the cheeky deeky one tap on the Rev. Rev does a lot of damage to the head, and we see Yuzu getting a pick on Bapple off in the distance, but it is a bit of a mix and match pick here as Karma's left alive now with Timpo coming in. He went in a little bit early, and Karma was still a little bit asleep, but he comes in late and does get the clutch, and the boys will spawn on now, as now Karma will set a tree waiting for them to push in. He would have spotted Bapple. Oh, a bit of a trade frag there with Bapple and Yuzu, as now Apple's last alive, but Karma could pop off here. If he pops out now, oh, the boys are spawning on for Ark. Karma had one chance there to push out and potentially stop the spawn, and he didn't, as Apple flies through the site, and now it's just a bit of a mix and match trades as we're heading into the dire seconds of this site as we move on to the next site, which will be the first site of the second full rotation, and Ark hanging on dearly to this tiny little lead that they've mounted.
Oh yeah, for sure. They are definitely focusing that pressure they put on Timpopple, and they are taking advantage of it as Rejection tries to find a pick onto Apple, but Apple taking that down for him. Trendsetter getting the pick onto Karma as well. Apple's going to be the last one, but Yuzu right behind him getting that pick as well. 39 seconds left here, and Timpopple's are going to be on the site here, and Karma going to be a little off here, and Babel getting the pick onto Apple as well, and it is going to be Ark's favor once again. 30 seconds left on this point, and Rejection's going to be pushing in as well. They are going to be stacking onto this point. They want to put more pressure onto Timpop. They want to make that gap way bigger than it should be, actually. And Baple still getting the pick out to Timpop as well. Oh my god. The trades coming from Ark, and all the kills that they're getting is just too huge for Timpop. They can't get those trades down, and that is going to be huge for Ark, as Rejection still getting speed here and does indeed get the pick onto Tempo, and it is going to get the pick onto Apple as well with 5 seconds left, and Rejection still going to be low, and they are going to be holding on to this huge gap that they've put out, and the pressure's on Timpop now. What can Timpop do to actually take back the lead, potentially?
Show a lot more discipline, that's for sure. Some absolute atrocious pushes by Timpop. Something that I definitely thought that these guys were going to start to, you know, rein in, as we see Apple going in by himself there. Actually doing a lot of damage, and it almost paid off, and inside Fear, last alive, first Karma pops up with the one tap there, but instantly getting taken out by Trendsetter as now Apple. Everyone seems to avoid Apple, and Apple nearly got away with that just now, and that would have been devastating for Ark, losing that when Apple was on 25 HP for the majority of that fight. As now Rejection last alive, and now Timpop will get control, but they are down by 600, 800 points or so now. And I feel like, you know, we've still got 6 minutes left in this game, but Ark are definitely the team that are looking like they're playing a lot more patient compared to Timpop. Timpop are looking a little bit rushed. They're starting to make silly decisions. Even if some of them do pay off, they are looking a lot more rushed, as now they look to hold cave site for the first push by Ark.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like I said earlier, it is definitely something correlated with Ark putting the pressure onto Timpop, and Timpop just sweating through their sweaters right now. They are just so stressed out from all the pushes that's coming through. And look at that, Rejection with the first pick onto Tempo. Actually, not the first pick, but he is going to get the second as well. The pressure that Rejection is putting onto them by just be-hopping back and forward, his speed is just way too much for them to handle. And Apple and Karma are both going to be low here. And Baple getting the first pick onto Timpo as well. And Karma getting the clutch down, getting Baple and Rejection down. We know him as the clutch minister, but nothing has, he actually hasn't been putting out any clutches. It's just been too much for him to handle. With 12 seconds left, it's already been a minute from this. It's already been a minute on this point almost. And it just seems like they have gotten nothing from this. And Baple going to be pushing and getting the kill onto Timpo. And Hairloss getting the pick onto Apple. And it just seems like Ark is just shutting down every single possibility that Timpopple has offered to them. And they are just shutting it down by just pushing in and taking all the points that they need.
Yes, we head over to Double Walls, last sight before the last full rotation. If you're just tuning in, this is Map 3. We've gone the distance, ladies and gentlemen, between Ark and Timpop in this bronze medal game. This is the money match for these guys. You know, it's all or nothing for some of these players that desperately want to prove their point in the Asia region. And, you know, Ark, as I keep telling everyone, you guys in chat, Timpop is their arch nemesis. Their Ark nemesis. And, oh my goodness, the tongue twisters today. But Ark are hanging on to a very, very small lead. There's 20 seconds left. They should look for a disruption push here. Maybe not all people push in, but they do push in as a team regardless. And it looks like they're going to get the wipe. But Timpop won't mind that, as maybe they look for one disruption pick, but no, they're looking like they're going to set up early, and that's going to go in their favor. As Timpop goes flying in, getting a lot of damage done to Rejection. We'll jump on board with Bappel, who's been popping off, and he gets stuck at roundabout as his team's falling apart as they're on their first push.
There's already 45 seconds left on this point, and Timpopple finally taking that point down. They do need this. They do need to close this gap very desperately, actually. The Trendsetter shutting Apple down on the point, and Yuzu finally on the point, and Tempo has to push up here, and he finally does, and Karma holding the angle on Hut. And Apple on the side as well with 30 seconds left here. They are going to be closing the gap, but can they shut down their offense right here? They finally do. Karma with the 2 picks on the Rejection and hair loss. This is going to be huge for Timpop, as they just need these points desperately, and they need to close this gap down if they do want to take map 3 and potentially even win the game in the money match. And 13 seconds of Rejection taking that down. He is going to be rejecting those kills from him, and used to finally getting the 2 kills onto Rejection and guess 4 with 7 seconds left on this. And Timpop was still getting that gap closer and closer to Ark, and Ark is going to be sweating now. They have to hold on to this board, or else Timpopple might even take the lead from them.
Absolutely, and then look, if they can hold this upper plat like they've done throughout this these 2 Undergrowth games. We see hair loss popping off. He's just absolutely monstering at the moment on that Famis. He's doing a lot of damage, a lot of headshots. The headshot damage multiplier on the Famis is something that's, it's not used enough in other regions. The Famis is very, very good as Babble's last alive now. Can he take out everyone? No, he cannot. Rejection coming in. Oh, he's last alive versus Timpop. Can he take him in? No, he's left alive on 1 HP. Trendsetter coming in with Insight. Insight versus Apple and Timpop. Timpop somehow still alive. Babble takes him out at long last, but Yuzu and Karma come in, and now it's a back and forth. This is actually paying off in Ark's favor. This back and forth with a tiny little lead. They're disrupting Timpop to the point where they're not getting any frags and they're dying, and they're forcing the spawns to go all over the shop. And now with 2 people on the site, they're actually getting a little bit of a bigger lead here. But Apple, what the heck? He gets above Trendsetter and doesn't take him out. As a decent soak by the boys there as we head into Cave.
Oh yeah, for sure. The lead onto Ark is just something else. As I just saw Rejection always pushing through Timpopple's offenses just so that their speed can get disrupted, or maybe even lose the lose some health. And 35 seconds left on this point, and Timpopple is going to be stacking onto this point. Karma still at half HP, and Yuzu not noticing that Beeple's right behind him. And Timpo's going to be at 1 HP and hair loss, getting the pick onto Timpo, and Beeple getting the pick onto Yuzu. 25 seconds left on this point, and Ark is going to be on this point once again. This is not looking too good for Timpopple, even if it's a little tiny small gap that they finally caught up. But it is just too little too late, as it is going to be already on the next point here, almost, with 10 seconds left on this point. And Timpopple is just going to be holding on to the site for as long as they can, trying to close that gap down. And we are going to be at the last point. Is Timpopple going to shine through and hold their defense, or is Ark going to be just shutting these guys down?
Big pick there by Bapple, who caught an odd spawning up at double site, but Apple and Timpo coming in clutch now, as there's only 300 points in it. 40 seconds left. This is the do or die match. This is all it. This is the end of the series. This is map 3. Rejection goes flying in. Can the rest of the boys come in? They kill Karma Tree. Yes, they can get on the side now. 30 seconds left. Smallest lead. This is the last push for Timpop if they want any hope of bringing home the victory. They need to get it going now. Karma gets stuck on the box there as the rest of them come in. They get 1 pick. It's a 3v2 situation. Go on, push in. Apple comes in for the wall. They do. But Karma spawns in too early. Karma did not hold his spawn, but he is causing a ruckus. He did spawn at hard and gets 1 kill. Oh, I don't think there's enough time for them to bring this back, because then Rejection comes flying in, and she comes in Timpo, desperately holding on for his life at pillars, and he gets taken out an Ark from the depths. They do reverse sweep this series after a heartbreaking loss of map 1 by 10 points. They come back and again take out Undergrowth, and that is your third place champions, Ark, and their Ark nemesis, Timpop, dethroned. And, Ark at the top of the table, second to potentially Yay for their, the Battle of the Region. And my goodness, I wonder what would have happened if Karma had have just held on to his spawn there.